Right, so we are finally here. So we are now at a little tiny village called Lusby. Bit of a incident getting down here with the navigation from the helicopter paramedic that navigates helicopters and things like that, and couldn't work out which was north and which was south. So yeah, a bit of a shopping on the way down, so a bit of a nightmare trying to find the stuff, to find the gas and stuff. So one thing I would recommend is make sure you know where to get your gas from. The only thing we couldn't get was the worms that we wanted, because we had to pay cash for those in a cashless country. So yeah, so we're all good now, so we're literally just going to sort out our bags and stuff. I've got loads and loads of sort of repacking because I'm literally in flight mode and everything at the moment, and just got to get everything sorted out, get it all packed up, and then we're just going to head down into the national park. We've got no plan of where we're going to be for tonight, so we're just going to see how we get on. It's now just gone about 12:30, so we shall get all packed up and head away. Lovely. And then when we're ready to go, starts persisting it down. After that little deluge that lasted for about 20 minutes, can you believe it's been beautiful sunshine all the drive down here, and as soon as we're ready to put our bags on our backs, it absolutely throws it down and gives us an amazing thunderstorm. So we're now walking into the national park here, Ostmarka, and we've probably got about another 20 minutes walk to the first lake we're going to have a look at. We've got no real plan of where we're going to stop tonight, so we're going to take a look at this lake, see whether we can find a space for 4 of us. So there's 3 of us in hammocks, and Rod's in his tent, and yeah, the plan is just to set up, do a bit of admin, because I literally just threw everything into this bag. I haven't really packed it very well, and it is blooming heavy. So when I tried this at home, it was 17.6 kilos, I think it was, and now I couldn't even squeeze anything in. I still left stuff in the car back there, but I've got enough bits there. As I say, we're only here for 4 days, so plenty enough stuff. Right, onwards and upwards, let's get moving. Well, what a beautiful day now, huh? And 5 minutes ago, or 10 minutes ago, let's say, it was absolutely throwing it down. The boys have just gone ahead, just ran this little peninsula on this lake here. Sounds like they've found tonight's campsite, so it's going to be nice to get all of this stuff off and do a bit of admin and get set up for the night. What an absolute beautiful place. Right, let's go get set up. Right, so pretty much all set up. So I'm in the DD Hammocks frontline hammock. So we've got the super light tarp, and then under there we've got the frontline hammock with the mozzie net, which is definitely needed today. And then we've got the under blankets, and got my quilt that Ginge made me there. Over in the bushes is Jared in the frontline hammock as well. Gary's just finished setting up, he's in the Fjern Yakotta. The man, the myth, the legend, Rod, is in an OEX Raccoon there, so that's all set up just by the water there, as you can see. So as you can see, we've really lucked out at a campsite here. We've got this absolutely amazing lake here, and as I say lucked out, it's now starting to rain again, so we're gonna have to drag everything under cover. Right, I'm gonna get a brew on while we've still got a little bit of dryness out here, and then I think about getting the old fishing rods out. About 4 o'clock, it starts getting light.
What's to do with that?
Right, here we are. Do you know what we're missing? Some rum.
I've got a bottle somewhere.
Mine's over there. Somewhere.
Not that we haven't. It's not like we haven't bought 4 bottles of this.
Oh well, this will do. Right, well nothing when we were out fishing in the pack raft. A couple of follows from a couple of perch, but that was about it. Just back at camp now, just having a couple of slugs of rum and just enjoying these midges after all of that rain. So they are in full force right now, but I'm glad to be here. You know, a bit stressful really from picking up the car and trying to find a place and get down here, and then it raining, and then trying to pack everything away and get everything into my bag and everything. But we're here now, you know. Look at where we are. It's absolutely beautiful here. It really is, you know. And I've said it before, and you know, people crack on about, you know, going out to Alaska and Canada and stuff like that. And yes, it is an absolute beautiful place, but you know, we have got literally, from where I live, you know, it's an hour and 50-minute drive to the airport. It's an hour 50-minute flight over to here, and 40 minutes in the car to get down here. So, you know, within half of a day, you can be in this environment, and it is absolutely beautiful. It really is. So I'm just going to sit back and just have a quick slug of rum and just sit and just watch everything that's going on across the lake there, see if there's anything rising, and get into my hammock and have a sleep, because I was up at 4 this morning, so I'm absolutely knackered, but I don't want to go to bed just yet because it's absolutely beautiful sitting out here, and it's nice to be back in this environment instead of good old flat Suffolk. Here we be, day 2, a little bit chilly, good night's sleep. Here loads of wildlife around camp last night. One of those was a heifer groffer pig in the tent next door to us. Sounded like a mortally wounded wildebeest snoring away. But yeah, nice night's sleep. Wind did blow up early hours of the morning, little bit of rain. A beautiful moon last night that I really couldn't be bothered to get out and film. So yeah, so just setting up breakfast and having a brew right now. The mozzies have disappeared for a little bit, but yeah, they were a bit, or the midges should I say, they were a bit annoying last night. So plan of attack today is not a great deal, really. We're just going to stay in camp and just have a day chillaxing by this lake here, get the pack rafts out, and head out for a decent bit of fishing as well. Right, time for some morning coffee. Right, time to get the bacon on and get this fishing malarkey started. Right, what's for breakfast this morning then?
El bacano de la Norge. So what we've done is we bought a massive slab of bacon, smoked bacon,
rather than using our butter, we're going to just use the back of the rind that I've cut off the bacon, stick it in the pan, and then use that, render it down, and then fry our bacon in it, and probably have a nice little bit of crackling afterwards.
How's that bacon doing, Turkish?
Listen, right, it will be done when it is done. So Adventure Dad said I can't swear on holiday now. This is the television or YouTube protocol or something. So, one's having a lovely dinner outside the fornicating lake.
Fornicating lake? Why's it a fornicating lake?
I'm not allowed to say fucking, am I?
There we are, fish on. What we got here? Little tiny jack. Hey! There we go. First fish of the trip. First little fish. First Norwegian pike. Only a tiddler, but it's a fish. Bit too small to be eating. But we shall let him go. Absolute predation in miniature, aren't they? Let's let that one back. Right, so what culinary delights do we have today then?
Bacon, with bacon, followed by some mashed potato with bacon and beans.
And pork skin by the looks of it, is it?
Listen, the pork skin's got nothing to do with you boys. That is my snazzle whilst I'm drunk with rum later on. It's like advanced pork scratching. And I was going to fill in the gap with polar bread, sopped up fat.
Right, well cheers for this anyway. Well, morning. Nice early start today. The rest of the camp's still asleep. And I thought, as the wind has dropped and it's mill pond, I'd come out, fish on. Oh, that was a good sized fish, and we still got him. We have him. We have him. What have we got? It's not that big. He is not that big. He definitely smashed into that though, I must say. There we are. First one of the day. Brilliant. Right, let's get him unhooked. Right, so morning duty's all done, and now it's time to pack away. So today's plan is we're going to walk back around the lake, and then we're going to head up in that little sort of dip in the trees up there. Follow that up there, because there's another lake further up there. And we're going to spend the day, maybe 2 days, up there. It's nice just to set up camp and not have to break every single day. Right, so now fed and watered, now to pack all of this lot away, which is not my most favourite task, but it has to be done. Right, there we all go. That feels a lot more comfortable than what it did when we walked in. It's a bit of a, goes the old wildlife, bit of a rush pack to get going, but that is the 6 Moons Flex PR all set up. You know, it's a perfect, it is built for pack rafting, so all set up. Right, let's go and find another lake. It definitely feels a lot better, this pack today. I've actually managed to pack it properly. It was bouncing around all over my place on the walk up here, but that was a bit of a rush pack. You know, I was a bit stressed out after that drive and flight and everything, getting lost, that I just wanted to get here, so I just threw everything in. But this bag is absolutely perfect for this sort of thing, it really is. Right, so I think we've probably got about 3k, I think it is, until the next campsite, which isn't too far, a bit of uphill. It's nice walking through the trees. It's supposed to be about 24 degrees today, so I don't fancy tabbing in the midday heat of all of that. The wind's pretty much completely gone now, so it's going to be crotchpot cooking later on. It's warm. There's a nice wind blowing down this valley though, but coming up that last bit, that was absolutely roasting. So nice to see that swallowtail butterfly though. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful things. Right, I think we've got about K left, and then I think it's got to be time for a nature swim. We like our nature swims on this channel. Jared, are you ready to start walking again?
No, I found strawberries, so I'm not going anywhere.
Honestly, Jared, we need to start walking.
Nope. Look at these bad boys.
Nice one.
Oh, well, it's nice and cool. Well, this looks an absolute spot-on campsite. Just have a little recon, just in case there's a better one just round the corner. And get camp set up.
Cheers, bro.
Right, can you just move your tent, Rod?
Yeah, of course I will.
So pretty much all set up. I've got my tarp and my hammock all set up between these 2 trees here. Gary's in his hammock, Rod's in his tent. Jared has got the premium room at the travel lodge there, just overlooking the bay there. It's a pretty nice little campsite, really nice little campsite, just on the top of a burn, overlooking the lake here. So we're just going to get some bacon down our necks. I think bacon has been the main feed for the whole trip so far. That's all we've done is just eat bacon. So yeah, just got to get some food and then probably get the pack raft set up and just do a little bit of an explore. But what an absolute fantastic little place this is.
More butter. More butter.
More butter.
So those guys I was just talking to were just giving me some worms. So as it's Midsummer's Eve, and it's late, it's about 10 o'clock at the moment, I thought, well, why not spend a little bit of time doing a bit of float fishing and having a bash with some worms for some trout. It's just such a beautiful evening here now, it really is. There we go. Hey, what we got? What we got? Well, it's not a trout. It's a roach. Upper roach. That's not what I was hoping to catch at all. And another. I think I'm onto a shoal of roach. Well, I had 4 roach and 1 little perch. No trout. So I'm just going to paddle my way back to camp now. Maybe have a little fish outside the camp there. We shall see. Right, morning. So penultimate day here, camping as a 4 in Norway. Quite an eventful evening last night. So yeah, managed to get a trout in the end. Only a tiny little thing, but absolutely beautiful thing. Just fishing off a float just in front of the camp last night. We sat here having a little fire, and then heard a twang going. I wonder what the hell that was. Thought someone was shooting. And old Gary's hammock line snapped, so he ended up laying on the floor being birthed like a newborn butterfly out of a chrysalis, out of his hammock. So yeah, so woke up to the last day, bit of rain first thing this morning, and it is forecast for a little bit of rain, so we're just in camp. We're going to be doing some fishing. I want to go pick up those worms from the chaps that are fishing over yonder a little bit later on, and then hopefully we'll spend the day fishing off the bank here and catching a few fish. And like I say, it's just a chill out day, really, just by the camp here. It all depends on what the weather's doing, what we get up to, really. So it might be a stuck in camp day if it really does come down. It's a bit overcast, as you can see at the moment, but still, what an absolute beautiful place to be. Dressed as nature wanted us to be, in this beautiful nature. Let's get in the water. Let's go. That's refreshing. God, it certainly sorts out the old mozzie bites. Oh, what a fantastic place to be. Butt naked in a lake in the middle of, where are we? Norway. So here comes the rain again. It's quite difficult float fishing when you're pack rafting. It's actually best if you cast into the wind and then just let the wind take the pack raft down, and then that keeps you a tight line all the time. If you cast that way, you're having to keep your line tight all the time. Not that I'm catching anything, I haven't had any bites at all today. And I think those guys were dead right with what they said last night. There is literally a witching hour or a golden hour, as they said, when literally all the fish come on to feed. But other than that, it's very, very difficult to catch them. Right, so it's about 7 o'clock. It's not raining, thank God. It was absolutely throwing it down all day yesterday, so it sort of put a bit of a sort of a stopper on things. We did do a bit of fishing, a bit of pack rafting, but there was nothing really biting at all. So today is the day that me and Jared are going to take Rod and Gary back to the airport. So we're just going to get ourselves packed up, probably find some breakfast somewhere along the way, and we'll get them dropped off. And then me and Jared are continuing on to Glasgow in Sweden. So please do check out that video, because that video is going to be brilliant, because it is such an amazing place for pack rafting. Right, let's get ourselves all packed up and get on the way.
Come into my crib, come into my crib. Come into my crib, I'll show you what I got. Hat, one of, dry-ish. Bag for inflation of MRS pack raft. Coffee bag, a la carrying stuff. Squishy yellow for cleaning off. Hatchet for troll culling. Rigged and ready. Fishing rod of the gods. And heavy sack for back breaking off.
Right, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It has been a cracking couple of days with the lads here. It's been more of a, how can I say, a lad's holiday really, than a sort of a bushcraft and pack rafting camping sort of thing. But it's been really good. It's been great friendship and stuff to come out here and do this sort of thing. And you know, it is only just a short little trip from the UK. So thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time on the next one.